let's get to the rumor from the other day. I thought was kind of interesting. There was a report from a guy that I didn't know that much about, and I tried to look him up. I think his name was Bystrom, and he had this report that the Niners were thinking about trading up, looking for skill position guys, and the quote was they really like the Penn State tight end Tyler Warren. Um, and I know a lot of people's first reaction, and mine was as well, hey, man, that's not their need, right? They need defensive tackle. They've got George Kittle. The heck, they just signed Luke Farrell. They've got some other younger tight ends on the roster. They don't have anything at defensive tackle. They don't have much at defensive end. They don't have a lot of, offensive tackle backups either, Grant. So, I mean, they have a lot of holes. What did you think when you saw that rumor, Tyler Warren? What do you think of the marriage of, or the idea of Tyler Warren? I saw your angle was that you maybe think that this means that they may trade Kittle.
Yeah, I brought it up. My dad shot it down so fast. I was like, okay, I got to talk about this with Larry because my dad doesn't see where I'm going with this. To me, I think there's actually legs here. Like I think Brock Purdy's more likely to get an extension from the 49ers than Kittle because, I mean, Kittle's older and he plays tight end and the Niners can, franchise tag him and it won't be that expensive. Whereas franchise tagging a quarterback's like a $41 million guaranteed contract, which is a lot of money. So if the 49ers feel like, hey, we could either extend our older tight end or draft this guy who might be the best player in the draft. I mean, I don't know how they rank him, but most ranking services I'm looking at have him top 5. NFL.com does. Scouts Inc. does. So maybe the Niners feel we have this rare opportunity to get like an heir apparent at a very difficult position to draft. Sorry, George. Like, it seems like the kind of decision the Rams would make, the kind of decision the Chiefs would make, and the kind of decision Bill Walsh would make. Maybe not the kind of decision Jed York would make, but why not start now by making some tough decisions and trading people when their value is at their highest, not like when they tried to trade Jimmy Garoppolo or Brandon Ayuk. PrizePicks is sponsoring the Cohn Zone this year. PrizePicks is the leader in daily fantasy and the best place to win cash while watching sports. And the best part about the app is it's really easy to use. To create a lineup, all you have to do is pick more or less on a few players' stats. I'm a Niners guy. So, when I'm doing PrizePicks, I'm looking, the last couple of years, I'm looking at Deebo Samuel because I know Deebo Samuel better than Deebo Samuel knows Deebo Samuel. So if it's like drops, I'm taking more. Or if it's like punches thrown towards his long snapper on the sideline during the fourth quarter of a game, the 49ers will go on to win. I'm smashing more because I know the 49ers and I'm a PrizePicks guy. Now, maybe they didn't have those exact plays, but they have so many plays that'll make your head spin. And you can play PrizePicks in over 40 states, including California and Texas. Best part about it is the new user offer. PrizePicks will give you $50 when you play your first $5 lineup. So win or lose, you'll get $50 just for playing. That sounds like a win to me. Use promo code COHN, COHN, to claim your $50 today. Tell them Grant sent you.
It's really interesting on a lot of fronts. I mean, one, I guess my first thought would be like your pops and just be like, well, I think that definitely, I do believe that means that they like Tyler Warren, but I don't necessarily believe they're going to move off of Kittle. Some teams like having a great player replacing a great player because they're bringing that new great player along in like a perfect environment because you've got an existing great player that's going to kind of show him the way. there's a lot of thoughts on this one, right? I mean, one, you got no Ayuk in the first half of the year. How are the 49ers going to score points? How are they going to, who's the dynamic weapon that they're going to add? They've got to add some significant, you took away Debo and Ayuk and you're thinking you're going to compete for a Super Bowl. You're going to have to add either a really dynamic running back or wide receiver or tight end. And if you add a wide receiver, and then when Ayuk comes back, then you've got maybe a clogged wide receiver room. If you add a tight end, maybe you go 12 personnel with a lot of Kittle and Tyler Warren early. The only other idea I had as well is that, man, the Niners, I mean, God bless them. They've hit home on day 3 and after the draft better than most teams, and it's kept them afloat. Kittle, DJ Jones, heck, Brock Purdy. But it's really it's only slightly camouflaged their disaster drafting on day 1 and day 2. They've drafted so poorly at the top of the draft that I think they got to take a more conservative approach. And this I kind of see as a conservative approach. They don't need this player, Grant, but this is a very safe player. I think most football personnel people would look at this draft and say, if you got to bet everything you have on one of these guys being really good, I'd probably bet it on like a Tyler Warren. He was damn good in high school. He's been really good with Penn State. He's good in all phases of the game. He's fast, he's strong, he's big.